Working as a pizza delivery driver for Domino's during college was an adventure, to say the least. I spent about 6 months zipping around town in my trusty old Honda, making decent money while balancing my studies. Most nights were a whirlwind, especially on busy Fridays like the one I'm about to tell you about. It was well past midnight, and the city had settled into a hushed stillness. I received a delivery request around 1 a.m., not uncommon for those late-night cravings. The address led me to a dimly lit neighborhood, with sparse streetlights casting long shadows. As I parked and approached the building, I couldn't shake the eerie feeling that hung in the air. The delivery destination was on the second floor, resembling an old apartment building. I ascended the narrow staircase, the anticipation building with each step. Upon reaching the top, I found myself facing 2 doors, one to my left, and the other, labeled 209, directly ahead. As I knocked, a sense of unease began to creep over me. No response. I knocked again, my pulse quickening as moments stretched into eternity. Suddenly, the door behind me creaked open, revealing 2 figures cloaked in black, ski masks concealing their faces. Alarm bells blared in my mind as they ascended the stairs with purpose. Instinct kicked in. With no time to spare, I hurled the pizza towards them, a feeble attempt to buy myself a moment's reprieve. Frantically, I scanned my surroundings for an escape route. Spotting a walkway below, I made a split-second decision and leaped over the railing, plunging into the darkness below. The impact sent a jolt of pain through my body, but adrenaline propelled me to my feet. I sprinted towards safety, the sound of pursuit echoing behind me. Reaching my car, I didn't dare look back as I peeled away, heart hammering in my chest. Returning to Domino's, I recounted the harrowing ordeal to my boss, who urged me to contact the authorities. It was a chilling realization that the address I'd been sent to was vacant, a setup orchestrated by unknown assailants. Though shaken, I was grateful to have escaped unscathed. As for my tenure at Domino's, it came to an abrupt end not long after. But that night remains etched in my memory as a stark reminder of the dangers lurking in the shadows. Each delivery came with its own set of challenges and surprises, like the time I ventured into the world of DoorDash. It was a moonlit night, the city draped in a serene tranquility that belied the chaos lurking beneath the surface. My journey began with a simple order for smoothies from a health drink establishment. Navigating the quiet streets, I never could have anticipated the calamity that awaited. In a flash, a collision sent me sprawling to the ground, the drinks tumbling from my grasp. After a frantic scramble to rectify the situation, I arrived at the designated address, only to be met with scorn and skepticism. Undeterred, I soldiered on, determined to end the night on a positive note. Little did I know, my troubles were far from over. A mysterious figure trailed me like a specter, a silent sentinel haunting my every step. Despite my attempts to shake them off, their relentless pursuit persisted, casting a pall over the night's proceedings. Even as I completed my final delivery and retreated homeward, the phantom presence lingered, a chilling reminder of the perils lurking in the shadows. In another chapter of my delivery odyssey, I found myself navigating the bustling streets of the city, this time as an Uber Eats courier. It was a routine night, punctuated by a routine pickup from a nearby eatery. Yet, what began as just another delivery soon spiraled into a harrowing encounter with the unknown. A chance encounter with a stranger in a suit set off a chain of events that would leave me reeling. As I pedaled through the silent streets, the suited figure dogged my every move, their presence an unsettling specter in the night. Despite my best efforts to evade them, they remained a persistent shadow, a silent witness to my every turn. Arriving home, I dared to hope the ordeal was over, only to find the figure still haunting the streets below, a silent sentinel in the night. Reflecting on my myriad experiences as a delivery driver, one memory stands out above the rest: the night I was lured into a web of darkness and uncertainty. As a young high school student, I embarked on my first foray into the world of employment, armed with little more than a sense of adventure and a willingness to learn. However, what awaited me on that fateful night was far from the ordinary. A routine delivery to a seemingly abandoned apartment complex plunged me into a realm of eerie silence and creeping dread. Facing an open door and a chilling laugh emanating from the darkness within, I found myself teetering on the brink of fear. With nerves of steel, I made a hasty retreat, the memory of that unsettling laughter haunting my dreams for nights to come. In hindsight, it's easy to dismiss these encounters as mere happenstance, but the lingering sense of unease serves as a stark reminder of the thin veil that separates the ordinary from the unknown. Each delivery, fraught with its own set of challenges and surprises, served as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the unyielding resolve to persevere in the face of adversity. And though my tenure as a delivery driver may have come to an end, the memories of those nights will forever remain etched in my mind as a testament to the trials and triumphs of the human experience.
It was a typical Friday night a couple of years ago, and I found myself hanging out with my friend Riley at my house. Being a senior in high school at the time, it felt like the perfect opportunity to relax and unwind. With my parents away, we decided to treat ourselves to a pizza, ordering it around 8 or 9 p.m. As darkness settled outside, we settled into the comfort of my parents' living room, engrossed in conversation and whatever was on TV. Nestled in a cozy neighborhood known for its safety, we felt at ease. So, when a knock interrupted our evening, signaling the arrival of our much-anticipated pizza, we didn't think twice. I greeted the delivery guy at the door, exchanged pleasantries, and paid for our meal. But before departing, he left me with an unsettling revelation. He had spotted a figure lurking in the bushes nearby. Confounded by this unexpected turn, Riley and I embarked on a cautious investigation. Peering through the window of my brother's room overlooking the area, we strained to discern any signs of activity. Yet, the darkness shrouded any potential intruder from our view. Undeterred, we ventured outside, armed with the feeble illumination of our phone flashlights. Navigating towards the bushes, we scanned the area meticulously, but found no trace of the mysterious figure. Satisfied that the threat had dissipated, we returned indoors, albeit with lingering unease. Our attempts to rationalize the encounter yielded no satisfactory explanations, leaving us to grapple with the unsettling ambiguity of the situation. Determined to safeguard our sanctuary, we ensured all entry points were secured before resuming our evening. However, our sense of security was short-lived when a fleeting glimpse of movement outside the window reignited our apprehension. With trepidation, we observed as the shadowy figure vanished into the night, leaving behind a palpable sense of disquiet. As tension mounted, a chilling realization dawned upon us. The back door rattled ominously, thwarted only by its steadfast lock. Straining to catch a glimpse of the intruder, we activated the patio light, revealing a fleeting silhouette darting into the shadows beyond. Relief washed over us as my parents returned home, their presence bringing a semblance of normalcy to the eerie events that had unfolded. Though the night had been fraught with uncertainty, we found solace in the knowledge that our vigilance had averted potential danger. Reflecting on that harrowing night, I'm reminded of the fragility of security and the importance of remaining vigilant in the face of adversity. While the true intentions of the mysterious intruder may never be known, the experience serves as a sobering reminder of the ever-present need for caution in an unpredictable world. Last December, amidst the flurry of holiday deliveries, I found myself navigating the snowy streets as a delivery driver for my local Papa John's. As a college student, this job offered me flexibility, despite the demanding nature of the gig. Though I often crossed paths with friends who also worked at the shop, our encounters were fleeting, confined to the confines of our cars as we raced to fulfill orders. On this particular night, the snowfall added an extra layer of challenge to my deliveries, slowing down my progress and amplifying the workload. Despite the mounting pressure, I maintained my composure, determined to complete my rounds efficiently. At 9:30 p.m., armed with my next set of orders, I embarked on what would soon become a harrowing journey. The destinations were close in proximity but far from the familiar terrain of the bustling town center. Instead, I found myself traversing desolate streets lined with aging houses, a stark contrast to the vibrant hubbub of the city center. Arriving at the first address, I encountered a kind-hearted elderly gentleman who eagerly welcomed the warmth of the pizza I delivered. However, as I proceeded to the next destination, the atmosphere grew increasingly eerie. The neighborhood morphed into a labyrinth of sparse houses and dense foliage, shrouded in an unsettling silence. Upon reaching the second address, a sense of foreboding settled over me. The isolated setting, coupled with the weary demeanor of the woman who greeted me, sent alarm bells ringing in my mind. Despite her attempts at small talk, I couldn't shake the feeling of unease that permeated the encounter. As I glanced back towards my car, a chilling sight greeted me, a shadowy figure lurking in the darkness, tampering with the vehicle. In a split second, the woman's facade of cordiality crumbled, revealing a sinister intent as she lunged towards me, her cries summoning her accomplice. Instinct kicked in, propelling me into a desperate sprint through the dense thicket of trees that enveloped the property. The frigid air seared my lungs as I fled, the relentless pursuit of my assailant echoing ominously in the night. Mercifully, the moon cast a guiding light amidst the darkness, leading me back to the safety of civilization. With trembling hands, I dialed 911, my heart pounding in my chest as I awaited rescue. The arrival of law enforcement heralded a swift resolution to the ordeal, with the perpetrators apprehended before they could inflict further harm. Their motive, driven by desperation and greed, underscored the harsh realities of economic hardship. Reflecting on the narrow escape, I'm filled with gratitude for emerging unscathed from the ordeal. Though the memory lingers as a haunting reminder of the dangers that lurk in the shadows, it also serves as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity.